Hello, my name is David Francois with Maple Systems. In this video, we will cover the multi-language feature in Mapware 7000, how to set it up, and what objects can use it. In some cases, an HMC may be used in an application that is sent out to many different countries, each using a different language. Rather than create a different HMC project for each country, a single project can be designed such that the user can select the language of choice at startup. Each object using multilingual text can be configured with multiple languages and will display the selected language, which is determined by a value written to the HMC language tag SW1. Up to 9 languages can be configured in a project. To set up the multi-language feature in Mapware 7000, open your project and click on the Languages folder. The installed languages are listed on the bottom left corner of the screen. These are the languages that are configured in your Windows operating system. If languages are required that are not listed in the installed languages list, they must be added in the Windows control panel. To do this, open the control panel and select Regional and Language Options for Windows XP or Region and Language in Windows 7. Click on the Languages tab and then click Details in Windows XP, or click on Keyboards and Languages and then click Change Keyboards in Windows 7. On the Settings tab in Windows XP, or the General tab in Windows 7, under Installed Services, click the Add button. Select the input languages you wish to use and configure which keyboard layout you want to assign to each language. As languages are added, they will appear in the Installed Services list. These languages will also appear in the Installed Languages list in Mapware 7000. Once the languages are configured in the control panel, go back to the Languages folder in Mapware 7000. Select the languages you wish to use in the correct order, one at a time, and click the Add button. The languages are added to the Selected Languages list on the bottom right corner of the screen. When all the desired languages have been added, click OK, and the list of languages appears in the Selected Languages window at the top of the screen, along with the SW1 value for each language. When a value is written to SW1, the language tag, the corresponding language is used for all objects with multilingual capability. These include multilingual text, all the quick buttons, under Advanced Objects, all the buttons selections, multitask single state and multitask multi-state buttons, bitlamp, word lamp, multiple bar graphs, analog meter, real-time and historical trends, and keypads, clock objects, time and date, alarm acknowledge, acknowledge all, next alarm, and previous alarm buttons. In this example, we have configured the project to use 6 different languages. We have 6 Write Value to Tag buttons, with the country flag representing the language used for the on-text image. Each button writes a value to SW1 corresponding to the language it represents. Beneath each button is a multilingual text object with 6 text labels, one for each language. The Select Language text at the top is also a multilingual text object with 6 text labels. Pressing a button for a different language will write a value to SW1, causing the text labels for all the multilingual text objects to change to the selected language. Add the text for each language by selecting the language in the multilingual text object properties and then entering the text in the text box. You can also use a multitask multi-state button to select a language by pushing the button to toggle through the various languages. Configure the multitask multi-state button to write to SW1, the language tag. Click on the State Properties Collection button to open the State Properties dialog box. Add a state representing each language and configure the high limit and low limit values to correspond to the language for that state. Click on the task list for each state and add a press task that advances the value in SW1 by 1. This will change the language selection with each press of the button, as well as the text in the multilingual text objects. In addition, multilanguage text can be exported to a CSV file, edited in a text editing program, and then imported back into Mapware 7000. Select Export Text Objects under the Project menu. In the Export Objects window, select Unicode if you wish to display international characters not represented in the standard ASCII character table. Select the output range, either whole project or selected screens. Finally, select the location and file name for the exported CSV file. Click the Export button. Open the file in a text editing program and edit the text. Make sure to retain all the formatting characters such as quotation marks and commas. For this example, we will change the text from Select Language to Select a Language. Save the edited file with the changes. Select Import Text Objects under the Project menu. Select the CSV file to import and click the Import button. An error log can be displayed to show any errors that occurred during the import. The edited text now appears in the multilingual text object. Now let's run the project in simulation mode to see how it would look on the screen. As each button is pressed, the text changes corresponding to the selected language. Using the Multitask Multi-State button, with each press of the button, the next language is selected, and the text changes corresponding to the selected language. For more information, click Help in the top menu bar in Mapware 7000 and select Contents, or visit our website at maplesystems.com.